everybody! I was just getting ready for one of my favorite days of the year, Earth Day. Who's that for?
The Earth, duh! It's the Earth's birthday. I almost couldn't fit all the candles on the cake.
Earth Day isn't the Earth's birthday.
It's not?
Nope. Earth Day is a special day each year that reminds us that we must take care of the Earth.
Well, the Earth is kind of huge. Don't we all have to take care of it? Who celebrates Earth Day?
Well, Ricky, almost everybody. Let's go!
Where?
On an Earth Day World Tour. First stop, Tokyo. In Tokyo, they celebrate Earth Day with the big festival in the streets. People come from all over Japan to celebrate the Earth and learn ways to go green.
Go green? Like Shrek?
No, silly. Going green means making changes to the way you live, some big and some small, in order to be kinder to your environment.
Got it. Where to next?
South Africa. In South Africa and many other countries, they call Earth Day Mother Earth Day to celebrate the relationship between us and the Earth.
So Earth Day is still a huge party, but it's more like Mother's Day.
In Brazil, you can adopt an acre of rainforest with a simple donation.
Wow!
In Hungary, everyone rides their bicycles. In Madagascar, they have a big carnival to celebrate the Earth's big day. In the US, lots of people go to the park and plant baby trees called saplings. What's wrong, Ricky?
What am I supposed to do with all this cake? Oh wait, I know!
Here's 3 things you or anyone can do to help keep the Earth clean and healthy. Number 1, use a reusable water bottle to help reduce waste caused by plastic bottles.
Well, that's easy.
Number 2, when you brush your teeth, turn the water off while you're brushing. You could save up to 5 whole gallons of water each day.
That's a lot.
And number 3, turn the lights off whenever you leave a room to save energy. And remember, like our friends around the world say, Mother Earth takes care of us, so we must take care of her.
Look, Ma, I'm keeping it clean.
Looks like I won't ground you, Ricky. This time.
How do people celebrate where you live? Don't forget to subscribe.
Bye!
Hi guys, it's Miss Jenny. I'm here to talk to you today about our science lesson. So today is April the 22nd and that is Earth Day today. It's celebrated all around the universe, and what that means is that we're supporting our environment. We're learning ways to protect our environment. So in science at school, we've been learning about the Earth, the Sun, the Moon and the planets. So today I'd like to talk to you about how we can save our planet Earth using the 4 R's. So the 4 R's are reduce, renew, reuse and recycle. Reduce, now what does that mean? That means using less of. So we're going to talk about a few ways that we can reduce the things that we're using. So we can reduce the amount of waste that we create. So while you're at home doing your work, you might be drawing a picture on one page of a piece of paper, and you could turn that over and draw a picture on the other side of the piece of paper. So that's one way that we can reduce the amount of paper waste that you're using. Perhaps if you're having something to eat, if you're having a yogurt, instead of having half the yogurt and then throwing the rest in the bin, you might put it in the fridge and then you can have it a little bit later. You might be ordering takeout and you might get that delivered in a plastic bag. You could keep that plastic bag and you could reuse that later. And we're going to be talking about how we can reuse different items as well. You can reduce the amount of water that you're consuming. So if you're brushing your teeth, don't leave the tap running. Just turn it off and then you can rinse your toothbrush at the end. If you're having a shower, don't just stand under the shower just because you feel like it. After you've had your shower, turn the water off. Don't stay in there too long. Or if you're having a bath, you might fill the bath up halfway instead of filling it up all the way to the top. These are all ways that we can reduce the amount of things that we're using. Another thing that we practice at school is if we're leaving a room, we'll turn off the electricity. We'll turn the lights off so that we're not using all the power. Okay, so we might go on to renew now. What does the word renew mean? It means that we can make something fresh or new again. And we've got a lovely picture here of someone planting some seeds in the garden. So you could renew, refresh your garden in the front yard, in the backyard. You could do some gardening. First you might have to pull some weeds out. And then once you pull the weeds out, you might have to wet the soil a little bit, moisten it up so that you can dig your garden. You might choose to plant some seeds, or you might go down to Bunnings and get some seedlings that are already established. And that will give you something to look after. When you're at home, you can be watering the garden, caring for it, and if you've got vegetables, you can be producing some vegetables for you to use. Okay, our next word, let's have a look. We've got reuse. And what does reuse mean? It means that we're using something again. So we were saying if you're buying takeout and it's delivered in a plastic bag, that you might keep that plastic bag and put it away to reuse it for something else. Here we've got some bottles. So you might have a soft drink bottle and you might reuse it. You might change it into a bird feeder. Or here's some plants in the bottom of a milk carton. Just some different ideas where you can reuse things. Okay, our next word that we're going to look at is recycle. So everyone's seen this recycling bin. I'm sure you've probably got one at home. What do you put in the recycling bin? Do we put food scraps in there? No, we're not meant to. There should be a sign on the top of your recycling bin to say what you can put in. So you might be putting in things like newspapers, you might put in plastic bottles, you might put in cardboard boxes. So we can recycle our plastic containers, we can turn them into water bottles. We can recycle bottles, and some of them have little tags on them that say you can put them in and get 10 cents for them if you take them to the recycling place. These are all different ways that we can use items to recycle. Okay, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you at school. See if you can help Mum and Dad with all of these things, and you might like to take the bin out this week. Bye everyone.
Guys, so just a reminder of the 4 words that we've learnt today. This is the word reduce. What's the word? So reduce means to use less of. This is the word renew. What's the word? Renew means to make something new or fresh again. This is the word reuse. What's the word? Reuse means to use again. This is the word recycle. What's the word? So recycle means to turn waste into something that can be used in a new way again.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my class. Today we are going to talk about where we live. Did you know that we actually live on a planet in space? I know, right? It's so cool. Do you know the name of our planet? Very smart. Planet Earth. And do you know how many planet Earths we have? That is correct. Only one. And that is why it is so important that we respect the planet and we treat everyone and everything with kindness. Now, I am going to teach you a song that is about planet Earth. Let's see what we can do, save the planet for me and you. Let's see what we can do, save the planet for me and you. E-A-R-T-H, planet Earth is a happy place. E-A-R-T-H, planet Earth is a happy place. Na 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 na. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you. E is for environment, keep it clean. If we stand together, we'll make the best team. A is for the animals that we love, swimming and walking and flying above. Na 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 na. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you. R is for recycle or use it again. Separate your trash into the right bin. T is for traveling every day. Leave the car and rather walk this way. Na 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 na. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you. H is for humans, that's what we are. If we work together, we can go so far. E-A-R-T-H, planet Earth is a happy place. Na 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 na. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you. Let's see what we can do to save the planet for me and you.
Ha 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 ha!